Ahana Armstrong has a secret. To her neighbors here in San Myshuno, she's just an aspiring actress with a love for bold patterns and ancient history. But in reality, she's an alien sent from Sixam on a 26th generation mission to act her way through human life without getting caught. Today, we're moving into our first apartment, starting the actor career, and kicking off Generation A of our alphabet legacy. But the real question is, will she blend in, or will someone find out that Ahana isn't exactly what she seems? Alright, so for Ahana's first day on SimCity Planet, I'm thinking that she's very excited to get started on everything, but maybe she's like not completely sure how to get a job, because I feel like that's something maybe that the aliens that she came from on Sixam didn't really explain to her. Like, they helped her get like her apartment set up, which is really cute and is a little studio, but I think she's a little bit confused on some things. So I think the first thing she's actually going to do is go introduce herself to her neighbors. Which it looks like one of them isn't home. Okay, it looks like no one is home. And I don't really want to break in. I don't want that to be like her first move. So maybe she's just going to kind of come in and explore her apartment a little bit. I feel like she's going to keep herself in her like human sim disguise for most of the time. She might come out of her disguise maybe when she wants to sleep, but I think she's a little paranoid of getting found out right now. So I feel like right now, especially, she might just be really excited to be moved in. I feel like this is only like her second day on SimCity. Like, I feel like maybe the aliens dropped her off the day before, but this is her first like full day alone. So I think she's going to practice acting, because although she doesn't know that she's going to be an actress yet, obviously skill wise I'm having her build the acting skill because I want her to be an actress when she signs up for her job. But storytelling wise, I'm thinking that Ahana is probably doing this because she's actually practicing her human skills. Like, to her, this isn't acting, this is her acting like a human. So she's not really seeing it as like building a skill for a career as much as like building it as a skill to fit in SimCity. So she's probably thinking this isn't actually like a career path, but maybe she makes some friends and her friends are like, you're actually like really good at acting. And she's like, what? You've seen through my disguise? And they're like, what? No, we just think like you could be an actress. And she's like, oh yeah, no, totally. Ahana's knowledge about SimCity and how the residents are, I feel like, is fairly limited. Like, maybe she got like a kind of brief rundown before she got sent down from Sixam on like just like a few kind of like traits that they've noticed from their trips up and down. But most of this she's gonna have to figure out all by herself, and she's probably very nervous. Her apartment, which I will give you guys a tiny little tour of, is very small. It's a studio apartment in the art district. It's very colorful because I feel like she really loves color. Because on Sixam, I think color represents like a lot of different things to her than just like the normal SimCity descriptions would be. So I think to her, having tons of color around is like showing part of her like kind of alien heritage. Because I feel like on Sixam, everything is like really colorful and like it's not like beiges and gray and stuff like that. So I feel like she decorated her apartment very colorfully, and some of the patterns are clashing, and I did that intentionally, especially in the main area of the house, like with the rug there and the tablecloth, the rug here, and then the curtains. I kind of meant for the textures to be clashing, because I feel like right now Ahana is kind of like, she doesn't really understand how textures work together to make Sims like houses look normal. And I feel like at this point she kind of just liked this stuff for how colorful it is and like how the textures look. Like, she's just like, oh, I like this texture, and oh, I like this texture, and she's just kind of figuring it out. And I feel like later on, as she gets used to being in SimCity and like seeing what other Sims kind of do that aren't aliens, I feel like she'll start refining the chaos of her patterns. I feel like she loves plants a lot, so I put a lot of plants around. She's already reached acting level 2. She can practice acting with another sim. She can also cry on demand as a self-interaction, which I feel like isn't going to come in that much handy, but we might do something with it. But yeah, this is her little apartment. She hasn't really done much to decorate the kitchen yet. She's mostly just decorated the living space and her bedroom, of course, which is in here. And I feel like, I don't know if you can actually use this journal. Okay, you can. I was worried it was just for kids because I've never tried to use it for adult sims. But yeah, this is her little bedroom. She's got a lot of, again, a lot of patterns going on in here. They're all a little clashing, but the colors kind of go together. I feel like she's much better at like color coordination than she is pattern coordination. So this is her little room. I think it's really cute. And I did try to leave the pipes and the breaker box and all the mouse holes open. And even the vents. I tried not to cover up any of the like apartment stuff. That way we can deal with that with Ahana when the stuff happens. Because I also feel like she wouldn't try to block off the mouse holes. Because I feel like when the rats and the mice appear, she would probably be like, oh cute, a mouse. I don't think she'd be that alarmed by it. I think she'd be like, oh my god, a pet mouse. This is so cute. Like, she's just so sweet. I feel like she'll just be like, oh my gosh, I have pet mice that live in my walls. They're so adorable. And then her friends are like, doesn't that bother you? And she's like, should it? Is that something that bothers most people? Because, like, most of her personality at first, she's just trying to figure out, like, can I be myself without it seeming weird to the other Sims? Like, are they going to think I'm an alien if I say this thing? And so, like, right now, she's kind of trying to balance that out and work on her acting so that she fits in a little bit better with the Sims. I think for fun, she might watch something on TV to try to get caught up on, like, what's going on with Sims. So I'm thinking she might watch either, like, a comedy or, like, a news show, because I feel like she's trying to catch up on, like, what's going on. So that if people say something, she seems like she's been on SimCity for longer than she has. Oh, this would be a perfect show for her to watch. Because she needs to get up to date with all like pop culture stuff and shows. And even though it's technically for child Sims, I feel like she wouldn't see that in the TV guide. She would just be like, oh my gosh, this has like all the pop culture and show stuff that I need to know. I also tried to, with her outfits, show that she isn't very good with, like, combining textures. Like, for instance, I would never normally pair this hat with this sweater on one of my other Sims. But I feel like with Ahana, she is kind of, like, basing her palette on the colors that she likes. And if she happens to see a texture of like a sweater or something that she's like, ooh, I like that. She doesn't really care if it pairs with something else. She's just kind of like, well, I like it and I like this, so I'm gonna wear both. I never hardly do the discovery quest, but I'm actually thinking that she might do them because maybe they're like task. Like if we imagine that they're like task from Sixam, like maybe whoever helped get her established here was like, okay, so these are some things like you're going to need to do to fit in around the other Sims, and I think these are gonna be some things you could do that make you look a little less alien and like foreign to them. So I feel like that's probably why she's doing them. So she's like, okay, I need to take showers regularly. Like maybe they were like, you know, on Sixam we don't like ever shower, like we normally just auto cleanse ourselves or something. And they're like, but humans like shower and bathe daily. So you've got to do that, and you need to try to make friends with some Sims, because if you have like a group of people, they won't think that you're the weird one out. They'll just think that you have like a quirky group going on. And don't forget to like do this stuff when you're in the bathroom, like brushing your teeth. I'm going to pretend that brushing your teeth is the same thing as using the toilet. And then I feel like she would also have like a task of like, you do need to get a job because it's not free like it is on Sixam. I'm imagining that on Sixam they have like different aliens that do different jobs, and like the gardening aliens, for instance, all live in like this kind of like really big like greenhousey type house, and they all share like a huge communal space together. So I think that they had to explain to Ahana like Okay, so on Sim World, it's not going to be like this. Like, it's not going to be like it is on Sixam. Like, you're going to have to get a job because otherwise you will lose the apartment we're placing you in. And she's kind of like, oh, okay. So she's going to try to figure that out over the coming days. But I'm not going to get her a job on day one because I do feel like she would put it off a little bit. Like, she would be like, well, but I kind of want to, like, make friends first and, like, just kind of get used to, like, settling in on, like, a new planet. And then I'll go out and try to get myself, like, a job. And maybe they set her up with a contact, too, to help her find a new career. So we are going to pin that she wants to start a new job because I feel like she does. So her traits, if you didn't watch her cast video, are ambitious, art lover, and adventurous, which is all in line with the Alphabet Legacy Challenge rules, of course, because that is what we're following. And of course, her name is both A's as well. And it looks like we've actually got a neighbor showing up, so that's interesting. Oh my gosh, wait, that actually turned out really good. Normally, like, when my Sims fix themselves their first night's dinner, it turns out terrible. But maybe she cooked a little bit on Sixam, and so she knows a few things. So I'm actually going to let her go ahead and eat before I let the welcome wagon come in. Because I feel like once people get in here, Ahana is going to be like, oh my god, there's people. I need to look more normal. I need to be acting more normal. Like, do other Sims eat around other Sims, or is that like an alien only thing? Like, she's gonna be overthinking herself a ton, so I feel like she needs to go ahead and eat before anyone comes in, because she would definitely be overthinking eating in front of them. Okay, let's go ahead and greet our neighbors. So let's do a respectful introduction to both of our neighbors, because I feel like she would be kind of nervous. Let's go ahead and invite neighbors in. I feel like she would be very, like, quick to invite them in because she's like, I feel like that's what a human would do. Like, that's what normal Sims do when there's a welcome wagon, right? And, like, I feel like another thing that I put in the house to, like, kind of show that she's trying really hard to pretend to be a Sim is I put a little bottle of sunblock right here. Because I figured she's probably like, well, these Sims seem to need, like, sunscreen. Like, everyone's always talking about sunscreen. And I'm going to keep a bottle out so that they know that I have some. So that they think that I use it, even though I don't, because I'm an alien. And so I'm not going to, like, burn. I think she has this out because she's like, yeah, this is something that seems very, like, Sim to have out. And I feel like she would also put away the fruitcake pretty fast because she would be like, okay, this is like a gift. And like maybe on Sixam, gifts are supposed to be put away quickly. I feel like she would start off by thanking both of them for coming. I feel like she would ask what their careers are because she would be curious, like, okay, what kind of jobs do other people that live here have? And I feel like whoever sent her down here from Sixam, like her family or her friends, did not really explain to her, like, A, how to have, like, good conversations with other Sims, and B, I feel like they didn't really explain anything about Sim culture at all. Like, I feel like she's kind of like, well, is this, like, a recurring thing? Like, is this welcome wagon something that's gonna happen every day? Like, she has no idea. I feel like she's gonna be doing, like, a lot of research. I think she would analyze his personality, like, try to, like, subtly use her, like, alien powers to be like, I wonder what kind of, like, personality he has. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that was gonna... Oh. I didn't think that was gonna show off that she was an alien. I was just trying to... Oh no. Okay, well, he's family-oriented, a goofball, and a music lover. Oh my gosh, wait, I may have just messed this up right at the start. Maybe she thinks he discovered that she's an alien from her doing that, but maybe he doesn't actually realize. Like, she just thinks that he does. I think for storytelling purposes, since I messed that up, we're gonna say that she thinks that he realized that she is an alien, and he didn't. Maybe he saw her rubbing her head, and he's like, oh, maybe she has a headache. But like, she thinks like, oh my gosh, he saw me rubbing my head when I was trying to figure out what his personality is. He must know I'm an alien. Oh, she's complaining about the cold. She's trying to complain about the cold, I imagine, because as an alien, she doesn't really feel cold, but she's heard other people on the street being like, oh my god, it's so cold today. And so she's probably like, oh, it's so cold. It's terribly cold. Meanwhile, she's wearing a beanie in her house. I feel like at this point, she is trying too hard to try to fit in. But it's only like day one of her being in the sim world, and she's not sure what to do. Okay, let's congratulate his wife on the new job. I don't know what her job is, but let's ask her for a secret about her husband. Like, maybe she thinks that's how you gossip. Like, she's like, oh, did you, like, have any secrets on him? Or I think I saw them at the Wicker Whims store. It's so funny. I feel like she would be like trying to bond with them, but like she doesn't really know how. She's like, "Oh, your husband mentioned you have a new job. That must be fun. What is your job though? Like, where are you working?" Because I think she's trying to figure out who her contact at her new job is supposed to be. So that's why she keeps asking people like, "What do you do?" All right, so she works in an art gallery. Okay. I've never really interacted with these Sims very much because I normally don't live in the art district of San Myshuno, so this is actually kind of new for me. So I feel like she would try to gossip about neighbors, like, oh, who are the other neighbors? Like, I was gonna like talk to them today, but they weren't home. Like I feel like she would ask them about that. Because she is a little tense, and so I feel like she's starting to panic a little bit. And she feels like she needs to like do something. Maybe ask him like about his wife. Just be like, oh, how long have you guys been married? Okay, he didn't really answer how long, but yeah. Like, I feel like she's just trying to get as much information as she can right now. And she's trying to get it all from these two people, and these poor two people, they're just like, why are you so nosy? They have no idea. I feel like she would talk with her about art since she is an art lover, and she did say that she works in an art gallery. She's also an art lover as well, so that's cute. I guess, could we end the welcome wagon? Because it's getting kind of late. And I feel like she kind of wants to do her like bedtime ritual, which is to do all of her human stuff and then try to practice her acting a little bit more, because I feel like she feels like she does need to practice being human a little bit more. They might take her out soon though, like maybe take her to like a club and be like, oh, well, since you're kind of new to the area, like maybe we'll take you somewhere and you can like, kind of get to know San Myshuno. And she's like, yeah, I'm definitely new to the area. Definitely new to the area. I feel like she also has a lot of bookshelves around the house because she wants to learn as much as she can about like the sim world, and that's another reason why I picked the archaeology scholar aspiration for her. It wasn't just because it was an A aspiration. It was because I think it would be really fun for her to want to find a bunch of artifacts and like learn more about archaeology and just like the sim world as a whole, and maybe even find some like alien related artifacts. I feel like she'd be really intrigued by that, and the fact that people have like conspiracy theories about there being aliens. I feel like she would think that's so fun. So she definitely does want to do this aspiration. It might be a few episodes before we get started on it though. Because ideally I would like to have her go to like Salvadorada and do some stuff there. Okay, well, I might go ahead and assign this as like her secondary one, just so she can like tear up through it and get herself some easy points. Because she is about to hit level 3 of the acting skill, and she has practiced acting for 2 hours, so we could get some quick points here. And I do feel like her satisfaction score should be going up because she's very excited that she's had a good day. Her first full good day on SimCity World. Okay, she's hit acting level 3. She now knows how to perform a romance scene with another sim. She can also do it for tips to earn extra money. And she can use her skill to save an awkward conversation. Ooh, that'll be really useful. Okay, so now for the Master Actress aspiration. She needs to, of course, join the career, earn gold in a gig, and give a street performance. I feel like it'll be a while before she gives a street performance because she is not that confident, I feel like, in herself right now. So we'll switch back to her main aspiration, her lifetime one of being an archaeology scholar. And I feel like it is kind of late. So yes, she does like the acting preference. I feel like she loves acting. One thing that I'm gonna have her do nightly is write in her journal, like she's writing logs about her day to her fellow Sixam family members. And we can kind of pretend that maybe like it's a journal that they have a matching one to. So every entry that she logs into it, they can read it themselves and like write her a little response. So I'm gonna have her write about her day. It's her first day. She's like super excited. She's like, there was a welcome wagon. I met these two really nice people. They're like a married couple that lives next door. And I've been working on my acting skill a lot. I think they can't tell I'm an alien. I think the one guy might know I'm an alien because I did use some of my skills in front of him, and I'm not sure if that means he knows or not. But I'm working on stuff. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get a job tomorrow. And I feel like she's just like telling them everything that's happened since she left Sixam. And I feel like another thing is she would normally switch in and out of her disguise to sleep because I feel like her disguise isn't exactly the most comfortable method for her to sleep in, but she's trying to get used to being in it more. And also, I think she's a little bit worried that someone would come over and see her without it on. And so I think she's a little worried about that. She is very inspired. She had a dream that she became a bodybuilder with a physique that was the envy of all others. So she thinks maybe she should consider that as a career in the future, which, to be fair, would fit with the Alphabet Legacy Challenge. Being an athlete, of course, is an A name. So that is something she could do, but I feel like this might turn into her taking like morning jogs, maybe. Like around the city to like kind of see what people are doing at this time of the day, and then also to build her fitness skill. Because maybe on Sixam, like having dreams was like an intuitive thing, and if you had one, you should really pay attention to like what it said and do something with it. Like they were like informative. So I feel like she would do that, and I think she would test out the fruitcake for breakfast because she doesn't really know what it tastes like. Like I don't feel like she's had a lot of regular sim food, so she's like, it's a fruit, but it's a cake, and this is kind of weird. So she probably cut herself a slice and was like, yeah, I can probably eat this for breakfast, because like she has no idea like that there are breakfast foods and like dinner foods and stuff. So I feel like she would be eating anything at every time of the day because she'd be like, well, they gave this to me. Okay, so she's discovered she does not like fruitcake. She absolutely hates it. So she will be cleaning this up and she will be throwing away the fruitcake that they gave her, because I feel like she's like, well, they don't know if I ate it or if I threw it away, so I'm just gonna throw it away because that stuff is disgusting and I don't know why they brought it over in the first place. So she's definitely cleaning that up right away. And I feel like she would write home about that. She would definitely write in her journal about that tonight and be like, you guys are not going to believe this. I had this thing called fruitcake. It was disgusting. Okay. This is also another one of her looks. It does have some Sixam qualities about it, with the top especially. But even with the skirt and the shoes, I feel like that was a very cute way for her to wear some clothes that kind of do look a little bit Sixam inspired without it being super duper obvious. Okay, so I feel like today she would try to find herself a job. Like maybe she's like, okay, today's the day I'm going to reach out to that contact that my family from Sixam set up for me, and I'm going to try to figure out how I do this whole job thing. So she reached out to them. They're like, okay, what do you think you'd be good at? She's like, I don't know, maybe like acting, because like I'm acting like a human, so like maybe I'd be good at like acting like different kinds of humans. And they're like, yeah, sure. Because, of course, we have a few other options for an A named job that I could do just to fit in with the Alphabet Legacy Challenge, of course. I thought about astronaut for a while, but I think that she would rather be like an actress and like learn more sim behaviors than she would be an astronaut and go back to Sixam, where she's from. I think that would be kind of defeating of the purpose. So I think we're going to have her be a actress. And I think she's very excited about this. Well, I don't feel like she would want to do commercials very often. The daytime TV gigs she might like. But I think she would like this agency more, especially at first, because she would want reminders about it. Okay, yeah, this would be a scary message for her to receive. She would be like, "Excuse me, what in the world do you want me to do? Like, I don't have any of that." I feel like her Sixam contact is like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll handle all of that. It'll be fine." Okay, so let's see what open auditions there are. Okay, so she's calling. She's like, "Have you found me a job to do today yet?" And they're like, "Well, there's 4 available. You could do one where you need to play the guitar. You could do another for a suds commercial or a pharmaceutical company, or even just like some void pop." And I feel like she might go with this one. She would be like, "Oh my gosh, they were right. All the people on Sixam are right. If you dream about it, it is going to manifest somehow." And I feel like she would definitely choose this one. So that means she needs to reach fitness level 2 before tomorrow. So she is going to go on that morning jog that I told you guys she was going to be considering doing now that she's had that dream about working out. She's definitely going to actually go do that now because she's like, well, this is a sign that I should do it. And yeah, maybe we'll meet some more people as well. So let's go ahead and see. Where is she? Okay, there she is. Going for her little jog. This is her little athletic wear outfit. I kind of think it's really cute because she's got little like gold star sparkly shoes and she's in like a little running dress, and her hair is a little more reminiscent of like her alien form in this look, and I think it's a really cute look. So if we run into anyone interesting, I might try to chat with someone. But I don't think there's anyone that interesting around right now because it's kind of early in the morning. But we'll see. Maybe she'll run into someone she can make friends with. She does need to keep jogging because I need her to get that skill up. And I don't want her to go to the gym because I feel like she wouldn't know to go to the gym. So I'm definitely going to have her do that. And I feel like, you know what? After this, she will look for snow globes because she would definitely want like a ton of little like trinkets that she finds around the world. Like she would be like, "Oh my god, this is so cute. There's just a box of snow globes. Like, of course I'm going to take one of these." Okay, well, that jog did not help much, to be honest, with her fitness skills, so she might have to go to the gym. But I'm going to go ahead and let her look for some snow globes in that box. And of course in the box over here, because I do want her to have a few trinkets. Okay, so she found the Yuma Heights snow globe. So I'm going to put that in her bedroom probably. I don't think she would keep it out and about in her kitchen area, but she might put it in her bedroom. And let's see what she finds from this one. I'm going to get a cute screenshot, I think, of her digging around in this box because I think that would be really cute. The Willow Creek Lighthouse snow globe. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is one of the new NPCs from the Royalty and Legacy pack. She's a teen, so I don't think I will be having Ahana approach her, but I feel like she could be great friends with Ahana if she wasn't a teen. It's the problem. She would grab a poster as well. Like, I feel like she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, there's so many things around that I can, like, get cute little collectibles from." Because she wants to collect as much as she can. Fashion District Travel poster. Okay. Yeah, she would definitely have all this stuff in her house because she would be like, "Oh my god, these are things that I found from, like, around the city. Like, this is so cool." New Crest snow globe. Okay. So she's found 3 snow globes today and a movie poster. So I feel like she would be very excited about that. She'll probably hang the poster in her room. But yeah, I think I might put that there. And then I think I might put her snow globes on top of her dresser for now. Or her wardrobe, rather. Because I feel like she would want to see them pretty often. And they're all common, but I feel like she thinks they're really cute. And I guess maybe she could go to the gym. Like, maybe she could invite Anaya out with her. Because Anaya might be able to go. She might be at work, but maybe she would be willing to go. And she's like, hey, I'm gonna take you up on that offer to show me around town. I would like to go to a gym because I got myself a job and I have my first acting gig today, and the agency told me that it would be really good for me to work out a little bit, so maybe you could take me to a gym in town. And Anaya is like, of course, girl, I've got you. There's a great gym up in the uptown section of the city, and you're gonna love it there. And Ahana is like, yep, yep. So I think first she would talk to her about her recent dream, and she would be like, you're not gonna believe it, I did have a dream I was gonna be working out today. And Anaya's like, that's cool. I don't really understand why there's so many, like, kids here. Fan. Is there someone famous here? I know he's a gym trainer. Oh, of course, it's Thorn Bailey. Thorn Bailey is always where he shouldn't be. I feel like maybe Knox would see her over here working out and be like, oh my gosh, okay, she is really bad at this. I'm gonna try to, like, mentor her. Or actually, wait. This is so cute. I was gonna have Knox come over and do it so that she can meet someone new, but actually, someone came over and offered their help, so we're gonna have that instead. Can you mentor us? Because you came over and introduced yourself, so maybe you could, like, mentor us in fitness a little bit. So she is gonna get some mentoring. Okay, that's good. This is gonna be really cute. She looks so stunned. Oh my gosh. Also, she got a text from Baco being like, congratulations on the job. So Anaya has already spread that around. Okay, she's doing a little bit better. She's doing a little bit better on the treadmill. Okay, she's reached level 2 fitness. Okay, good. So she has the recommended skill. She might keep working on it though. I do feel like she wants to have her mentor her because she sees it as like a friendship building exercise. And they actually are really close. They're kind of looking closer than her and Anaya at this point, even though she's just had her tutoring her. I would have her analyze her personality, but that obviously is not a good idea. Maybe just a deep conversation, like we'll find them out the normal way. Oh, she's starting to glow. So I feel like she's like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to get a little too energized, and I think they're going to be able to tell I'm an alien. No. Okay, this is such weird timing for Anaya to ask this, but I feel like Ahana would be like, people in my house all the time. Like, I have to stay in costume all the time. Like, no. No. So I feel like she'd be like, no, I have that gig tomorrow, and I don't really want, to get that interrupted. Isn't he like a spellcaster, though? Yeah, he's a spellcaster. Oh, she wants to befriend everybody, bless her. I feel like once she starts to settle in a little bit more, we might alter her disguise. That way she has like more outfits that are more seasonally based. Because I feel like she would want to get some outfits to fit in a little bit better. Also, I love this hairstyle so much. It's so cute. She's getting a phone call, which I missed. Oops. You know what? I might actually have her get on the Simda dating app. I feel like she might get on there and be like, you know what? I want to see what, like, a date would be like. Imagine I tried to go out with Agnes. Okay, so I just double-checked the rules, and actually there isn't a rule that says that I have to have her date anyone that has the starting letter of B. So I'm just going to look around and see if there's anyone that, like, strikes my attention for her. You know, I don't know if he's single, but maybe she could go out to dinner date with him. Okay, I feel like she is already in Uptown, so maybe she would go out on a date to the Stargazers Lounge. Like, maybe Anaya was like, hey, you should get on, like, the Simda dating app. Like, that's how I met Baco. You should get on there and go on a little date. And so, Ahana was like, yeah, you know what? Sure. Oh, no. I think he might be nobility. He's a criminal. Oh, this is bad. Also, wait, do I have to set to long lifespan? I do. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna set that back down to normal. Because, yeah, I don't want that. And then apply changes. Did not mean to do that. Oh, I do feel like she would give her 1,000 simoleons. Maybe she would just do, like, a friendly introduction to him. Oh, congratulate on the new job. Yeah, she would definitely do that. She'd be like, I saw that you've gotten a new job on your profile. That's super cool. What is your job, by the way? Hopefully he lies and doesn't say that it's criminal, because she would be alarmed by that. And hopefully he's single too. I don't know, I feel like they are kind of vibing. Oh, he just told her the truth. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like now she's kind of like, is that a bad thing? Like, she might not actually, like, hold on. She might not know that a minor crime lord is a bad thing. She might be thinking that that's like a joke. Like, that he's like joking. Like, she might not realize he's like an actual criminal. Yeah, I mean, she should, because that hat is giving criminal. It's giving criminal. But, you know, she's not from this world. She doesn't know. So they're just going to watch the sky together. She's probably telling him all the constellations because she knows all the constellations. I love how she's just dressed casually on this like first date with like a crime lord. Oh, he's loyal. That's actually really good. Okay, let's see. Compliment appearance. Actually, I do feel like she would. I feel like she'd be like, you know what? This is a very classy outfit. I do love the outfit. And then discuss interests. Yes, she would do that. She would want to know his interest. Let's see. Because we need to get this date going a little bit better. Because I feel like they actually do kind of get along. Anaya's calling. You're married. Why are you asking me if you should go on a date with another man? I think she would tell her that's not a good idea. Because she'd be like, I'm kind of trying to be friends with you and your husband. Like, that's... Don't think you should be going out with someone else. Okay, and then maybe, you know, I feel like she would try to flirt with him after a few stories. Have a deep conversation. Oh yeah, that'll work. We can do that over dinner. I think it is funny that she's low-key dating a crime boss. That's actually so terrible. I did not mean for that to happen. Maybe sit together while you're eating so you guys can still like chat and stuff. Oh, she noticed that the temperatures have dropped and that everyone else is in cold weather wear. She's like, I'll do that too. Maybe she'll try to flirt a little bit. You know, it's the first time flirting. She's a little nervous. Maybe she's gonna give him a little pickup line that she like knows. It's probably something a little bit Sixam coded, but maybe he doesn't realize that it's, you know, a little bit weird. Just, you know, flirting over fish and chips. Totally normal stuff. Okay, so the pickup lines are going good. The flirting's going good. I can't believe our first date is going so well. Oh, she wants to be a love bug too? Oh, dang. I don't know if I can do that though, because it's not like, it technically doesn't even have an A anywhere in there. Oh, that's so cute though that she wants to be a love bug. I'm gonna have to say no, because that's not an A name trait. And so technically that would break the rules of the challenge, but it's so cute. Oh, I think they're actually kind of cute. No, wait, I didn't actually mean for them to be cute. I was just kind of testing out, like the dating and just seeing what would happen. But like, wait a minute, they're actually getting along really well. That's so cute. Deep conversation. Let's see if we can get a few more traits. Wait, their date went well. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Yes, we need to have our first kiss. Wait, that would actually be so good. That is going to be such a good shot, actually. Okay, let's go for the first kiss. I don't normally do first kiss on the first date, but I think it would be really cute if they did. That's good. Could we get first kiss? Okay, we can. Oh my gosh, okay. No. No. Oh my gosh. Wait. No, that's so embarrassing. That's so awkward. Wait. What did she do? What did she do to fix this? Oh, I didn't expect him to turn her down for a first kiss like that. I don't know if I can recover from this, because it's turned really awkward. Okay, now he's just shutting her down on flirting completely. Save the awkward conversation. Save it. Save it. I don't know what happened. Okay, that was awkward. Well, that day was going so well. I don't know. I really thought that was going to be... Maybe we just rested. You know, maybe he just wants to take things slow. Maybe that's what it is. Let's go ahead and go home. And we'll use the bathroom when we get home. I feel like now... Oh my gosh. Now Ahana is going to be thinking that she, like... You don't kiss people on the first date. And, like, she's done something like a major faux pas. Because she's an alien. Like, ooh, that's so awkward. Oh, she's probably so embarrassed, too. Oh my gosh, that was, like, the worst thing that could have happened. Like, I mean, at least she got, like, a little, like, some flowers from it, though, right? No, didn't he used to give you, like, a thing of flowers for a gold star date? I mean, this is fine, I guess. I'll have her put it on, like, her TV for decoration. But, I mean, I thought she was supposed to get some, like, flowers. Okay, she's writing her journal. She's like, I went on a date with this guy, because Anaya took me to this gym, and it was really great. and I made a new friend, and I got a new job, and all this great stuff. But also, I tried to kiss the guy, and it didn't go well. So I don't know if that was like a me being an alien thing, or like that was just our relationship. Like IDK what to think about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna like journal all this to you guys, and like, you know, whenever you guys can get back to me with how things work on Sixam, you know, that would be great, because I'm freaking out over the fact that he just turned me down for that kiss. So when you guys can get back to your girl, let me know. And what I'm thinking is like the comments that you guys leave on these videos is like how her family responds to her like journal notes. So yeah, let me know what you guys / Ahana's Sixam family thinks about that date that we just went on, because I don't know, you know, I don't know what to say about that. Don't forget to comment down below if you guys have liked the first part of the episode. And I think we will be doing the morning jogs where she continues to get little collectibles like snow globes and posters and stuff. And it looks like next episode we're going to be dealing with not only making our new friends, going to our active career for the first time to try to get an audition, but we've also got to deal with the fact that our possible new boyfriend didn't want to kiss us, and our breaker box is broken. So does Ahana attempt to repair that or complain to her landlord? I don't know. You guys will have to get back to me on that and on what you think about everything in today's episode. And I will see you guys in the next one with Ahana, and hopefully things will go a little bit better for her on the social scene front, because I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of painful. that was really painful. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys later. Bye!